Hello. Welcome in, everyone. I hope y'all are having a great night. It's been a while since I've been on at night. Happy to be here, though. Full disclaimer, I just laid my son down to sleep. Usually when I work, I have either my sister or my husband home to take care of him, but I'm on my own tonight, and I'm kind of testing the waters to see how this goes. So just full disclosure, if he happens to wake up, I'll have to step away, but I'll be back. I just am going to have to get him back to sleep. But last night he slept through. I never had to go back and put him back down. He slept for like 3 hours before he woke up. So I'm kind of hoping that trend continues. I'm not going to be on for long, though. I probably will only be here for about an hour. I typically can only do like hour at a time, unfortunately. That's just the way things are right now, but anything is better than nothing in my opinion. Let's just go ahead and get your yes no questions posted in the chat, and I'll be with you guys in just a second. Hello, welcome in, everyone. Sophie, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I have your question. Alexandra, I have your question. Nanny's, I have your question. Britt, I have your question. James, oh my gosh, hello. Wow, it's been so long since I've seen you in here. How are you? Dorella, I'm doing well, thank you. He is amazing. He's incredible. He's the best little guy ever. He is having some health issues, unfortunately, that we're working out. We're going to the Children's Hospital at the capital of my state tomorrow to try to figure out more how to help him. But honestly, I will take this over, I'm sure, a lot of other nightmares that other parents deal with. This isn't, it's hard, but it's not, life threatening or anything. So we're just doing what we can here. But other than that, he has the best personality. He's so sweet, so smiley these days. He's just like really coming into his own, and it's been a lot of fun. James, I have your question. Dorella, I have your question. You're so good. I'm happy to hear that. Both has changed so much. Yes, I'm actually so interested to hear how life is going for you, James. Yeah, Sophie, it's hard. He basically has just had like the shit end of the stick, basically. He was basically came out with reflux, and so he's been dealing with that. He had colic. We've recovered from that, but he also was born with a hemangioma, which we have to be really careful about. Luckily, the placement of it is not in a place where it can really get like ulcerated, but we still have to be really careful and like use extra caution until he grows out of it or it goes away, which can take years before that happens. And then we've also been battling with eczema, like severe eczema, which is why we're seeing a children's specialist tomorrow about I've had to go dairy free in my milk. And then the other night, not to be too graphic, but he had blood in his diaper, so we had to get him checked, and he apparently has a dairy and or soy protein allergy. So now I'm having to avoid soy and dairy completely. It's just been like one thing after the next. It's been really, really hard. And I'm sure I'm forgetting other things. No, he had a hernia at one point. Like, I just feel bad for the little dude. Like, he just hasn't really known a day without discomfort to some extreme. And like the eczema's been really, really hard because he'll literally scratch his skin off. Like we have to keep him gloved. Like he will just make himself bleed. There's blood all over all of his stuff if we don't. And we're trying to get it under control. And he's doing a lot better, but it's exhausting. Like we're barely getting any sleep because he's so uncomfortable. So it's hard. That's why you guys have not seen me, back, and because I don't have a lot in me to dedicate to this, unfortunately. Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate it. Yeah, his is pretty severe. Like when I say he has eczema, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, my son had eczema or my kid had eczema." I'm like, you don't understand. Like my doctor was basically like, he has high allergies. You are not allowed to start foods until this time. When you do, you can only introduce one food a week. You cannot have any fragrance or anything in your laundry. I've had to rewash all of his clothes. She's like, anybody who holds him is not allowed to wear fragrance. I can't set him down anywhere at my sister's house because her stuff is not washed with the detergent he needs. And like, it's lotioning up 7 times a day, steroid creams. Like it's the way, I don't know how severe your baby's was, but it's like as bad as it can get. Like it's really, really hard. But anyways, let me get to these free reads real quick. Sophie, will you get hired by BISD? Oh, and if anyone donates, just let me know, because I can confirm that for you guys and we can move on to that list here in a few minutes. I am getting a yes for Sophie. Wheel of Fortune. Alexandra. I'm getting a yes. 4 of Wands. Good for business. Taking the next step. Nannies. Nannies. I'm getting a no on that. It could be the timing, or maybe it does happen, but it's like not set in stone for this year or something. But I have the 10 of Wands. Brits World. So let's see. Brits World. I have a yes. The Fool. James. I have a yes. Knight of Swords. But of course she'll never admit it because the Knight of Swords very defensive kind of energy. But I am getting a yes. Dorella. Sorry, half my deck just fell on the floor. Sophie, thank you so much. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dorella. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I didn't mean to like dump all of that, but when people ask how he's doing, sometimes I feel like I have to be honest. But, he's generally a very happy baby. Nights are just the toughest, and we just have to be very on top of things. And I think that he grows out of it, or at least most of the stuff says that he grows out of it. So hopefully so. And summertime's coming up, which apparently makes it a little easier on skin. So we're just trying to stay positive, and hopefully it'll be over before we know it. because I just want him to feel comfortable. Is Teal going to reach out to me in April? Drella. Drella, I have a yes. 6 of Wands. Ana Lucia. I have a no. Oh, I'm sorry. 5 of Pentacles. So that's a no for me. Hey Taco, welcome in, friend. This is for Georgina. Yes, 3 of Pentacles. Taka, you are first on my list, friend. I got you for a BOGO. We're gonna go ahead and close down the free list. I am gonna answer those who have posted, but I'm gonna go ahead and close because I won't be here long, so I can't really push past the free list timing. So I'm gonna answer Nausea. Jorella, you're welcome. Anna, you're welcome. I'm going to answer Maria. Georgina, you're welcome. And let me post my link tree. Replace pinned. Sophie says, I'm a mom, just be ready when he's a teenager. Oh my God, I know. I know, I'm not thinking about it. He's just my little baby. He turned 5 months today. So I'm not ready. Like, I'm already so emotional. Like, every month, every cycle, every outfit that he grows out of, like, it's such a roller coaster. All right, Nazia, this is for you. Nazia, the card I pulled for you is the Devil. So that's a no for me. Maria. Looks like Maria's last on my list. Maria. Maria, I am getting... well, it's the World. That's a yes for me. I'll say yes. For some reason, I feel hesitant to say yes, but I'm going to say yes. The World. You're welcome, Maria. All right, Taka. I am ready for you, friends. Taka, are you in here, friend? Divine timing. Hey, it has been a while. I've been good. I've been good. When is the last time you were in here? Well, I'm trying to think how long it's been, but I haven't been on very often since November. You know that I had a baby, right? Hey, Taka, we're ready for you. I'm just eating dried cranberries. They're so good. Blessed one, my free list is closed, friend. Yes, they are still open. They're going to be open for probably like 30 more minutes. Thank you. I made an announcement a while back, but since I haven't really been working that much, I'm not sure like who knows what. When people are like, "How are you? How have you been?" And I'm like, the biggest thing that's ever happened in my life. I'm like, I don't know if you know that. Thank you. He's 5 months old today. wild how fast time goes by. My first, yeah. Sounds good. All right, Taka. Jay's thoughts after seeing me yesterday. Paraphrasing, but he saw you cry, but for once it wasn't related to him. Oh my god. It was work related though. Do something sneaky his colleague did at my store. Oh shoot. All right, let's see. Well, I'm sorry that happened if it made you upset. Jay's thoughts after seeing Taka yesterday. Working on trying not to be so sensitive. He did comfort you, but you hate being emotional. Yeah, I mean, honestly, sensitivity is a strength in my opinion. You have a 13, 11, and 4-year-old. So you have a 13-year-old, 11-year-old, and 4-year-old twins. Oh my gosh. You got your hands full, girl. My husband said no more. He said one and done. Pretty sure this will be the only one we have. I mean, unless something crazy changes with us both, we'll probably just have him. I always wonder, like, in people's minds, like, where they just like, I loved it so much, like I just want to have another one, because like I have such baby fever for my own baby, but I like want him. Like if I knew I could have him again, I would have him again, but I don't know. It's weird. It pissed him too what his colleague did. The guy really was overstepping his boundaries. Oh my gosh. Divine, I got your donation, friend. None of them were playing, but you're done. You know what? Sometimes that's how it goes. That's how it be sometimes, you know? The 4-year-olds, are they a handful? That sounds like so much fun, but at the same time, it also sounds so scary. I felt like jealous vibes. It's where every workplace you go to, people are very weird towards you. You try to be low key as possible. Jay does rave about me a lot. Oh, interesting. Oh, that makes sense. So whatever your reaction was, Taka, Jay does not feel was blown out of proportion. He feels like you're valid. And however it was you were feeling, however that came out, he doesn't look at you as like over emotional. I think actually he might see you as someone who's not overly emotional. You just are like, when you get overwhelmed, like that's just how things come out of you, I guess. Because he actually looks at you as someone who's very like much able to defend themselves. There's like two images here of, I'm assuming it would be you that we're talking about. where it's like you kind of have like a sword out in front of you or like a dagger and you're like ready to defend yourself kind of thing. Like he looks at you as someone very strong and take no bullshit basically. But at the same time, sometimes we like the things we feel comes out in crying. Like I remember that I saw something somewhere and it was like, you didn't hurt my feelings. I'm just angry and I cry when I'm angry or something like that. It's like, sometimes that's just the way that it comes out. And so I feel like he's like, no, she's strong and she's valid in how she feels. And I don't know if it was like an attack on, like maybe feeling like you were being dismissed and or like, what is the word I'm looking for? It's not targeted. It's whatever happened feel like he could get away with it and like he just didn't respect you or something. Like that's what it feels like. It feels like he just didn't have enough, like, I guess the word is respect for you that he did what he did or whatever. So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the situation here. Hey Daddy, yes, I am still taking donations. He said all of them are a handful. But it felt, or maybe the word is like he doesn't take you seriously. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know if respect just feels like too strong, but it feels like he's just like doesn't take you seriously and or doesn't see you as like equal to him or whatever. And I think that that's the feeling that I'm getting. So I'm curious, you know, if that resonates for you. But I feel like you work really hard at your store. And Jay really sees how hard you work and how much blood, sweat, and tears you put into this. You really take the time to like, I guess, make this store as best as it can be. And you tend to it. And I kind of see this guy as like a black cat in the background, just trying to undo what you've done, what you're working so hard to do. But Jay does not, he's not on this guy's side. I think he's saying we're professional. That's the extent of it. I think he really feels like bad about what happened when it comes to you. It was a bit dismissive and nitpicky. Just felt like he was picking on me. That makes sense. Like you work really hard and he's not taking you seriously. Like he's not putting respect on your name, basically. I think that Jay just doesn't want you to really... Sorry, the words are here. Like the thought is here. I'm just trying to figure out the words because I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep. He understands if you feel how you feel, but he's saying, please don't dwell in this. Like this guy is not worth your time. What happened is not worth your time. What he says, what he does is not true. And like basically he's like, it's okay if you feel upset about this, but like I don't want you to like harbor this. I don't want you to like it to linger within you. Natty, I have your donation. Thanks, friend. So just so you guys know, the order is Taka, and then it's Divine Timing, and then Natty after that. And I'll update the list as soon as I can. So on one hand, he's like, I understand where she's coming from, but on the other hand, I also don't want her to dwell in this. Like what he says is not true. How he acts is messed up. And basically he just wants to make it better for you. I feel like he just doesn't want you to be upset about this for too long, but he also doesn't want you to feel dismissed by him if you are feeling a certain kind of way. But he's basically like, don't put too much stock into this guy. but I think that he felt very connected to you. I have the 10 of cups, so he's like, I just want to make this better. I just want her to be okay. It's almost like an energetic, like holding your hand and kind of caressing you, and basically just being like, I'm here, like I'll fix it, I'll take care of it, kind of thing. He just wants you to be happy in the end, and I just don't think that I think it's hard for him because he wants to just make everything better for you, but he doesn't really know always how to do that. He knows not to mess with you, basically. Like, he knows not to piss you off because he's seen that side of you and doesn't want to deal with the wrath of that. So if he feels like if he thinks that if you feel like he's dismissing you, then he's going to get that wrath as well. And he's like, no, thank you. I want to be on her good side. So I think that he feels like you can handle it, but at the same time, because he has care for you, he also wants to be like your hero, your savior in the situation. Like, he wants to make sure that, you know, he can make you feel better, I guess. So that might kind of delve into the next question a little bit. So I'll dig into that here in just a minute on his next actions. But I feel like he's overall very pleased about seeing you regardless. I have the 9 of Cups, which means that seeing you is what he wanted and he got that. He hopes that he made you feel better. I think that he's wondering if he did things the right way. Like, did he handle it the right way? Did you like appreciate the things that he said or did to make you feel better? I think that he wonders if like he made all the right moves there. Because I think he just wants to make sure that like you're still perceiving him a certain way. But he feels like he hopes that the next time he sees you that you're moved on from this, that you're not harboring any frustration when it comes to the situation. And if so, he wants you to be open with him and talk to him about it. But I think that he wants to find a way to make it better. He wants to kiss your boo-boo and make it go away. But I feel like he's basically like respecting you. He's respecting your feelings, your boundaries, your like understanding where you're coming from, but hoping that you don't let this get to you, because he's basically like, this guy it's just such bullshit. Like, I just don't want her to believe anything that he says or does, kind of thing. So as far as next actions go, I was kind of picking up already. But he wants to do something to put a smile on your face. So I feel like he's maybe conjuring and working up some kind of thing. It could be a gift that puts a smile on your face. If you guys have like inside jokes, it could be something related to that. It could be something that he does in person that makes you laugh. But I feel like he really wants to find a way to kind of put this behind you and make you feel better and just do something to make you smile. I feel like he just wants to see you happy again. But let me pull some more cards here. By the way, Knox is squirming a little bit in the bed, and usually around the like 30-40 minute mark, I have to run back there and try to get him back to sleep. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully he can kind of calm himself back down, but he's very, very squirmy, almost like he's going to wake up, I think. If that happens, I would step away and I would get him back to sleep, but then I would come back and finish y'all's reading. So if you can't hang around and you leave your question with me, just know that it'll be done. You'll just have to listen to the recording. Taka, does he bring you gifts like often? Because I feel like he wants to. I always feel like I see his hand extended outwards to you, like, here, this is for you, or like maybe he wants you to take his hand, hold his hand. But I feel like he is very giving. It's his right hand, and that's the giving hand. So it's like always energetically extending things out to you and wanting to give things to you. He said, oh my god, yes, he's been offering things lately, matchas and stuff, candies. Yeah, that's like his thing. You know, I feel like I'm seeing you'll get more of that. And he wants to make note of what it is you like and give that to you. He seems like a very generous person, but I also feel like he knows that that is a way to feel connected to you. And so he tries as much as he can to like fulfill those things. And if you think about it, it's kind of reminding me, this is not the relationship because, you know, this is between you and him, and this is more of like a romantic connection. But it's reminding me of a situation like when my stepdad and my mom started dating, and he like was trying to get in good with the kids, I guess. And like he found out that I liked, this was back in, oh my God, like 2001 or something. But he knew that I like strawberry yoo-hoos, and so like every time I saw him, he'd bring strawberry yoo-hoos, and he became like the strawberry yoo-hoo guy, basically. But it was basically like his way to like show my mom that he cares about us as kids and like does something special for me, and try obviously to get on my good side. But like that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling a little bit with this. It's kind of like he wants to get on your good side. He wants you to know he cares that what's important to you is important to him. And so he's making mental notes. So if you're looking for something from him, like you're like, this would sound good right now, he's making mental notes of that. I feel like he wants to put a smile on your face, and really that's all there is to it. He's like basically always got one eye on you at all times. And then also I feel like he wants you to look at him as someone who takes the lead, someone who takes charge, someone who handles business. And so if it got to the point where he's like, I need to say something to my colleague because this shit's pissing me off, he would, and he would tell you about it, because he wants you to feel like that is the action he would take if you needed him to. But right now I do feel like he's on the fence about that. I feel like he doesn't want to ruffle feathers either way. And maybe he doesn't want to come off unnecessarily biased. But at the same time, if this stuff continues and it's clearly bothering you, I feel like he would have no problem saying something to this person. And so that is an action that is tentative, but it would be standing up for you when it comes to this other person that you're referring to. I feel like he doesn't like want any kind of issues moving forward, and he's like, it would be better if I said something because we're colleagues, whereas if you said something, he wouldn't want that to reflect on your job at all. The Nine of Cups is also here, and that's like a wish come true. I think he's here to like give you anything you want. Like he's like, your wish is my command. So I really feel like if there's something you want or need, he'll find a way to make it happen. which is great, but also you don't want to take advantage, because I feel like this guy would bend over backwards to make you happy. Use that power how you will, but I think that he is just wanting to just please you. So if you're like, oh my god, a matcha sounds so good right now, he's like, coming right up. Don't mind if I do, just go right down the street and get you one, kind of thing. And maybe he's looking for you to say things like that because he's looking for ways to help you. I remember doing readings a while back and saying like he wants to solve your problems. Like he wants, if you like say something's bothering you, even if it's the tiniest thing that really won't make a difference tomorrow, but right now is just really irritating, he doesn't care. He wants to fix the problem for you. And I still am picking up on that energy for sure. Trying to see if there's anything else here. I think really just coming to your defense, really being a person that's like coming to your aid, taking your side and wanting you to know that you're not alone is one of the biggest things here. It's funny because he has a hard time with balancing work and like what his responsibility is and then his feelings for you, because there's parts of him that just wanted to rush in and really just deck this guy, like literally punch him, you know, like physically harm him when this happened. But obviously like he has to keep his cool. And so I see this confliction within him of just his guttural instinct is to just defend you, but then at the same time he's like, I can't just be instinctual here, like I have to think things through. So at the end of the day I think he would take your side, but I think he's also like, I hope that this just stops happening and then we never have this problem again, you know? Do you have any questions? You're welcome, Taka. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Ooh, that's a good question. There's like a symbolism of like you're breaking free and what's the next step for you. So I'm a big believer that there are people and energies that can kind of hold on to us even long after we've moved on. They're just energies that keep popping up in our lives, and we're like, we're done here. And they're like, no, we're not. And you could like literally not see someone for like 3 years and you could still have energetic ties to them. So this could be something that you might have to think about, but it also may be very obvious. But the energy in the reading, basically what the synopsis of what I'm seeing is that there's an attachment that you've had that is being released now. Like you're done with it. You're over it. You're moving on from it. You are free, essentially. I have the devil in the world. And the devil is that attachment, that thing that may have been really hard to like get rid of completely. So we can think of this very literally. We can think of this like health-wise. Something that has been taking hold of your health is being released if you've been having issues in that arena. We could look at this as like a psychic attack, a spiritual attack. It could be something like that. It could be your own like mental health and habits and perceptions and the way you view things that have been holding you back that you're releasing. This could be a specific person that maybe it's finally done and over and like you're never going back. You have been sick and struggling with dieting. Oh, I'm so sorry. That as well. So the energy, what you need to be aware of is that you're breaking free of this. So there's like a release that's happening, a feeling of freedom that's happening. You go from the devil to the world. You go from the 7 of Swords, which is the things that are kind of hidden, the things that are masked, the things that we may not even be aware of. That's a part of our subconscious. And then it's the Fool, which means like a new beginning, new chapter. And then what's next? 7 of Cups. So I feel like, with the 8 of Cups is here too, which also means walking away and withdrawing from a situation. So the overarching theme here is that if you felt stuck or you felt like some kind of like, I don't know, I guess like an anchor or a weight, or you felt like there's energetic ties still with another person, or maybe ties to your past that influence your relationship with your health. These are things you're walking away from. So you're disconnecting and moving on. You're cutting that cord and stepping into something new. And maybe it's important you know that, because maybe you didn't and you weren't aware of it and you needed to know, because maybe it could be a really hard time for you. Right in the middle of that struggle is where we find our resilience. And so if you are struggling right now, I think that this might have just been a little bit of a green light to tell you to keep doing what you're doing, because on the other side of it is something really great. And I think, honestly, any contributions, I don't know if that's the right word, but any like steps made towards your health is never going to be a regret. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I said. And or if you wanted to add on for something else before I move on to the next person. You're welcome. Perfect. Well, it was so good seeing you. I really hope that we see each other again soon. I have been going live a lot more often during the day, like early afternoon. So maybe it'll still be a little bit before I see you again. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully you and your kiddos are doing well. And I'll see you next time. Good luck with everything. All right, Natty, you are next on the list. Ready for your question when you are. Natty, I'm going to heart your donation. Maybe that will have you come back in if you're not in here. Just because I won't be able to be on for very long. So I just want to get the readings done while I'm here, and I can. I see your note. It says for love, but I'm not sure if you wanted a love spread, a general love reading.
This is why you always need to put a thin cloth under them in their car seat. If I would not have put the bird cloth used, gosh, I'll be back to the car seat. Okay.
Natty, are you in here? Let me double check and just make sure you didn't leave your question with me. You said still taking donations, just sent a, and that's all I see. So Natty, I can only be on for a few minutes, but what I can do is if you don't come back in, I can put you at the top of the list the next time that I go live.
Media.
Oh, hey, friend. Oh, it's so funny. I was literally just about to type. I saw that you put love. Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna say I might be signing off here soon. I saw you put love, but I didn't know if it was like a love general, a love reading, or if you just had a specific question. Okay, go ahead and post whenever you're ready. If you want to know what your spirit team wants you to know about E, the Capricorn guy you like and met a while ago. Okay. Let's take a look. I feel like I am being encouraged to say this like in a nice way or as sugar coated as possible. But I think that the cards basically that I pulled just kind of indicate a very stagnant, like disappointing outcome here. I have the Hanged Man, and this often indicates like feeling stuck, feeling like you're not really moving forward with this person. You guys are just kind of like staying in place. The Seven of Cups would indicate like mind wandering, overthinking. What are the next steps? Feeling a little directionless. I have the Four of Cups, which can lead to disappointment. For lack of better words, maybe boredom within the connection, feeling like you're wanting more, something like that. He said, yes, he's very stagnant with you and disappointing. You have this fling hex on you. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't even know how you begin to work through something like that. But yeah, I feel like the way it just feels blocked. It really does. It feels like you are like maybe pining for something to happen in a way that it's not going to. Maybe you're looking for reconnection with him. I have the Six of Cups, which talks about like reconciliation, reconnection, coming back together. Maybe like in a sense a little nostalgic for like a time where you felt like there might be something here, and like now time has proven to you that nothing is really going on. And then I also have the Tower, which can talk about just dismantling, not really feeling like this is being built on a secure foundation, kind of unstable energy. You said, no wonder I don't feel fulfilled. I think I learned that level of a lesson with him last year. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I almost feel like Spirit is saying, like, hold her hand and say this, but there's nothing here for her with this situation. And I feel like they want you to kind of take matters into your own hands and like try to maybe move on from this or walk away from this in some sense. It's like basically it's not that this person's necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't necessarily feel toxic. It doesn't feel like anything really. And it feels like if you are seeking him or pursuing him, then your life is just going to kind of feel like it's at a standstill. And it's like it's up to you. But I feel like Spirit also wants you to know with the Magician card that you're in control. Like if something is controlling you, it could be because of your unconscious awareness that it's controlling you. But once you're aware of it, it can only control you if you let it. So I think Spirit just wants you to know that you're stronger than anything that could be done or put onto you. It's like you can't give in to it. You can't believe that it has power over you. Now, I do think that there are things that can happen when we don't know, because we have no way of like taking back our power, because we don't know that something is happening. But then once you do, then you are the one in charge. You pissed off a bad medium in Nicole Hill and I ace you in your life. Oh my god. Every time I move on, it goes nowhere with everyone. It's an unfair hack circle cycle. I keep avoiding him and every guy I meet. And JD, my ex, there's nothing left of the stage anymore. I'm stuck in the past. Oh, Natty, I'm so sorry. Well, I feel like your spirit team wants you to know that if you allow this to hold over you, like, it's one thing to have it to basically say, okay, I feel valid. I feel like validated and I feel confirmed that something weird and sketchy has been going on, and like now I feel so much better knowing that I'm not crazy. But then once you do that, you can't let your belief be that this has power over you, because while it did for a while when you didn't know about it, if you continue on now that you do, believing that it holds power, then it will. And so the Magician is basically like, just remember that you are the person who says if this is going to happen or not. You can use your own free will, because no one's a more powerful manifester for yourself than you are. It's okay. You're the only one who makes true sense. Aww. Now I know why all readings were mixing up with others. Yeah, people think I'm crazy when I'm not. I'm sorry. I definitely think stuff like that can happen. I mean, how can it not? Everything is energy, right? We just have to not feed into it if we can avoid it. I told myself I'm the one with the power. Exactly. Every guy is a toxic cycle, exaggerated, and I have to give up on everyone. Yeah, and also, Natty, like, just for reference, like, if you don't quote unquote learn the lesson, you could move on from someone, and then the universe sends someone like that person into your life who may seem like they're different, but they're really just the same. And then you find yourself going, oh my God, I have a history of just dating the same types of people or being interested in the same types of people. And like, I don't really have a type, but for some reason, these same types of people keep coming into my life. And that's because the universe is just sending them to you in a different body to try to like test you. Try to test you and make sure that you really have moved on, you know? So keep the faith. I'm so sorry that you're experiencing this. It sounds exhausting. It almost sounds like you need a reset, like a recharge somewhere, like a vacation or a move or something, just to kind of get yourself out of this place for a little while. That sounds like such a long time to be dealing with this, Nat. Linda, yes, I can take one more donation and then I'm going to close down the list. I just have to make it fast because I'm pretty sure my son is going to wake up soon and I want to sign off before that happens. So if you're going to donate, just do it quick and let me know what your question is or what we're doing for you. I guess new friends, new job, and new guys weren't the solution. Oh, it feels like a new location is the solution. Well, thanks. I finally get answers, not sugarcoat like some of the readers on here. It's not normal. The bad energy was hiding from me and creating illusion. Makes sense. Yeah, like that's what I was feeling. I feel like Spirit was like, you know, you could sugarcoat this, but like I feel like you need to give it to her straight. So I'm really I'm not happy to deliver that specific news, but I am happy to help you feel more clear about things. I have to face JD Nicole Hill before I can be happy. I got you. You too, Natty. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Oh, sorry. It was posted in the link. Give me 1 second here and I'll send it your way. Oh. So I'm going to post 2 links, Linda. The first link is my link tree. That's going to pull up all of my information, booking a private reading, leaving a review, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, socials, all of that stuff. That's usually the link you can find in the description or in the pinned comment. And then the PayPal I'm sending separately as a direct link for you. Okay, perfect. Cash App. Okay. I'll let you know when I get it on my end. Oh, I got it. All right, so I've got you down for a mini reading. What can I do for you? Oh, you just posted. Sorry, ignore my message. You said, what messages do I need to know about my connection with Peter? Okay, let's take a look here. What messages does Kaylinda need to know about your connection with Peter? Yeah, ignore my comment. Your comment came through at the same time. All right, what messages does Kaylinda need to know about the connection with Peter? Oh no, that's okay. Look, we're both figuring it out together, so no worries on that. I know that YouTube deletes comments sometimes. Luckily, I work out of StreamYard, so most of the time the comments are going to come through on my end, even if they're deleted. So in regards to your connection, I have the Seven of Wands, and this just basically is stating that this could be seen as a challenge or like a potential challenge. With the Seven of Wands, it's something that you will overcome, or like you and this person will overcome. But what they're saying is that this is not in your hands right now. Sorry, my baby's coughing. I just want to make sure he's okay. That this is not something that's in your hands right now. I don't know if that resonates with you or not, but basically what they're saying is that there's nothing you can do, try, say, etc. right now about like basically the path forward with this person. This is essentially something that has to play out on its own. As and right now it's not really something that you can control because the magician is in reverse. But they do want you to know that while there may be a challenge up ahead, a block, or some kind of like barrier here, that it is something that you'll overcome. So if there's something going on with this person that may feel a bit challenging, whether you're in a relationship with them right now and maybe you're just like looking for more progress, or you aren't in a relationship and there's something else going on, and you're looking for the path ahead and what comes next, I feel like spirit is just saying like there's not really much you can do right now, but this is something that will resolve. This is something that will play out. And I feel like it does end very positively because I have the 9 of Pentacles and it says that your hard work will pay off. So your efforts, your thoughts, your energy, whatever you're putting into this connection, there is a payout at the end of this. There is like basically a payday, quote unquote, for your relationship with Peter. And that the 6 of Pentacles talks about you guys being on the same page, things feeling reciprocated and equal and mutual, and the Hierophant saying that like you guys are on the same page, like you're seeing eye to eye. And the Star is basically saying to keep the faith, keep the hope. So I don't really know how this resonates for you. Feel free to let me know if it does. But basically, I think what the sentiment, or I guess, or the way I'm interpreting this, is that right now things may not be going visually as like you want it to, like, but there's things going on behind the scenes. There's things going on beyond your control, behind closed doors, behind the scenes that you don't even know about, that are working out in your favor. So it's kind of like you've got to let this go for now kind of thing. And just know that like what's working out for you right now is just something that's kind of unknown. So like if you're looking for results right now, you're not going to see them, but it feels very positive for the future though. You kind of felt like it's not in your control. Yeah. I get that. We just we're in the talking stage currently, no contact, like separation. Yes, I understand. I'm gonna let it go. Oh, gotcha. So like you didn't even really get a chance to see it progress because it just kind of went no contact. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess whatever's going on with him is just like on him, and I feel like spirit just doesn't want you to carry the weight of this because they're basically like there's nothing you can say or do or be or anything like that, that this really has nothing to do with you and that this is not in your control. But they are saying like keep the faith, that things will start to feel like equal again, and like things will start to feel like you're reaping the benefits of your patience and stuff like that. So, okay, Linda, thank you so much for your donation tonight. Thank you for being a first timer here. Hopefully we see you again soon. My schedule's a little bit all over the place right now, but I am trying to come back multiple times a week. You will more likely see me during the day, like early afternoon, which I know is not ideal because a lot of people are at work. But when I can be here in the evenings, I will be. I think that's a great plan. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Anybody else that's hanging out here, thank you for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, do I know Peter has feelings for you? It did not say, and like I'm the kind of reader who like I stick with the question at hand because I don't want to cause confusing messages. I'm trying to think. I mean, here's what I will interpret from that. If Spirit is saying that it'll work out and just keep the faith, that those feelings will be returned. I don't know where he's at right now. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you have a good night.